We are in John Penny Camp in the Florida Keys. Finally, it has taken us a week to get here, and we've been here for a few days, but I want to bring you up to date on our Florida vacation that we started planning a year ago.
It's really, really hard. I don't know if you've ever tried reserving a RV spot in the Keys in Florida, but they are almost impossible to get into.
We left some pretty cold days behind in Utah.
Yeah, it was so cold. I didn't even flush the antifreeze out of our RV.
He didn't.
When I winterized it last fall.
Because we were afraid that the pipes would freeze before we even got out of the cold weather, so we left it in there.
Yeah.
But I do have to say I am impressed with your skills. You have. I mean, I hate to say you've come a long way.
Well, I've come a long way.
You've come a long way in being able to navigate and move the trailer, the fifth wheel around.
Yeah.
You seem much more comfortable.
Well, I'm much more comfortable. I can back up and hook up the ball a lot quicker. It doesn't take me a dozen times back and forth. Mm-hmm. Now, it does help when you're there to help me, but it's gotten a lot easier. Mm-hmm. Hooking it up, going through the checklist, making sure that everything's buttoned down and ready to go is a lot quicker than the first few times that we went out. I'm still trying to figure out how to get and maneuver that into a fairly narrow spot, but I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better.
Oh, good. Well, and I think I've overpacked food-wise because we haven't eaten half of the food that I packed for this trip. I don't know, we just don't eat as much as I thought, and we eat out more than I thought that we would. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
Well, and what's nice about eating out is that we're not eating out at McDonald's or Dairy Queen, but we're going to the local spots. I can't wait to tell you about some of the one place in Nollings that we ate at.
Well, we had a late start. We left in the afternoon. The kids got out of school and we left, and so we set up our first night. We boondocked, and it was dark, and that wasn't a problem though. We didn't even unhook from the pickup, did you?
Yeah, it was just getting dark.
We were so tired.
But we were so tired we didn't even unhook it from the truck. Yeah. And all we did was we hit the sack, got up first thing in the morning. Didn't even eat breakfast. We just kind of closed things up and headed back down the road. Yeah.
And speaking of roads, New Mexico, their roads are horrible. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with their tax money there, but their roads are not getting fixed. That was terrible. Yeah. I thought it was going to.
Well, and Joel followed us, and we followed Joel. We took kind of turns, leading the way. But it was, oh boy, worse than pulling our trailer was.
Somebody's at my door.
Was following Joel, and his bikes were all over the place, bouncing around. Hold on.
That was just one of the little grandkids wanting to know if we wanted to go on a bike ride. And so we'll catch up with you later.
We can't come out and play. We got work to do. Let's see, New Mexico. Then our next target was Waco, Texas. So from Waco, our next scheduled stop was New Orleans.
We got there early enough that we went to dinner.
I like that.
Oh gosh.
Because it's softer than shrimp.
What part of the cow?
I didn't cry once. You didn't cry once. Gary, I feel bad.
I just have to look at your plate. I am so impressed. Let me see your nails.
I'm impressed with myself. Look at Gary.
Potato.
Yeah. We had crawdads and shrimp, and it's the first time. I think it's the first time that I've had crawdads and shrimp with the heads and the legs and the tentacles and everything.
It looks disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, it looked horrible, but oh man.
What did we do next?
Yeah. So we traveled through since Mississippi, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and we were headed to Tallahassee, but that night, and it was 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I was dead to the world.
But I bet you 20 minutes before that, Joel had radioed, "How you guys doing?" Dad's like, "We're doing fine. We're good to go."
We're fine.
Within 20 minutes, the sun had gone down.
Yeah.
And Chad was just like, I'm having a hard time seeing the road.
Yeah. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Just talking about it.
Yeah, just talking about it, thinking about it. It just, oh man, it was just.
Yeah. A truck stop that we would have stopped at.
So we had just passed one, and I thought, oh boy, I don't know how much longer I can go. And then we come up, soon enough there was another sign that there was like 15, 20 spaces open. So I thought, well, let's just pull in there and call it a night.
We headed today, guys.
Sanibel.
Sanibel.
It's exciting.
I don't really know where we're going. I'm just gonna drive. Once we get to Sanibel, we're there. Like that's
Yeah, we're made.
the vacation starts.
I thought once we crossed the Florida line, we were there.
I honestly though, I felt the pep in my step when we crossed into Florida. I was just like, oh my gosh, we did it.
We like changed the music. We were upbeat.
One.
Done and done.
For some reason, that truck stop is kind of a highlight. When I think about our trip so far. I enjoyed stopping there and appreciated that.
That was.
Yeah, right here's good. We'll just pull over real quick and grab that.
Built-in potty stops.
So you're gonna have to correct me. So I'm gonna call it Bonita Springs, and that is just a short hop, skip, and a jump from Sanibel Island.
The kids have already taken off running, but Joel has found us the neatest little place to park tonight and tomorrow night. I think the boys found their entertainment for the next day. Hey, you guys gonna race?
Yeah.
There's two of them. Oh, we got a little food left. Got a little food left.
Everybody was sure hungry.
Well, I told Daddy, before you set up the trailer, get that camp stove out. And we went to Sanibel Island, which of all the islands or the shores that we've been playing on, that was the best.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. We spent a day there on the island
beach.
collecting
Oh, that was so fun.
seashells and looking for fun ones. And
Well, and I've already told him this, but when I would be looking and collecting seashells, walking along the seashore, I'd pick up a couple and look at them and think they're just beautiful. And if I walked past some that didn't look quite as pretty, I would feel bad for those seashells leaving them, because I thought, oh, I didn't think they were pretty enough to pick up and put in my collection. What, has anybody ever done that? That has got to be.
Yeah, I don't know what you were worried about. They just end up in someone's driveway as road base.
I think it was just, I was talking to myself and I was just thinking these thoughts, and it was kind of funny. But then I thought, well, I kind of feel bad for those little seashells
that weren't as pretty.
Yeah, silly. I'm just being silly.
But no, that was fun. We've got some cute pictures of you and Bonnie and the grandkids hunting for seashells. Are you there yet, Code?
No, I'm gonna dig as far as I can. I'm digging almost as deep as my shovel, but not that
deep. So Grandma has her process for selecting the seashells that she wants to keep. She finds a whole bunch of them, and then she cleans them and sets them out. And then what are you gonna do?
Pick the best ones.
How are you gonna pick the best one?
Well, whichever ones I think are the prettiest.
Yeah.
That's a good heavy one.
feet really hurt though. Oh my goodness, you found a lot.
Oh, I have got some good ones.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Oh, that's
Yours
very
is pink and yellow. I like
pink and
that.
yellow.
So when we got to the Keys.
Yeah, so after 2 nights there, we packed up and got hooked back up to our trailer and headed to the Keys.
And we thought, oh good, we'll finally be able to park for a couple of weeks and rest. And we have been going non-stop. We are just about pooped.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah, we're supposed to be out on a little bike ride with
but we're
our
just like,
grandkids.
Uncle, we'll cry Uncle, I'm done.
It's what time is it?
Yeah.
It's almost 6:30 and I'm ready for bed. You can hear my voice.
Yeah,
I think it's going.
But we'll leave this island for another video. We have played so hard.
Yeah.
And we have eaten good food.
Yeah.
And
meeting good people.
Yes.
That's what I love about RV parks is that you can't hardly run into anybody that's not nice and welcoming.
The one thing that's been bad about it, I have been eaten alive here. Look at this. Look at my arm. My other arm and my legs and my neck.
Look just like
they
that.
look just like that. And sometimes I'll just get scratching and I can't stop. And Bonnie's given me some cream to help with the itch, but ooh, it takes a lot of self-control not to. We love you guys. We love doing this. We love RVing. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and follow along, and we will see you next time. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.